All right, well, we've had a bit of an accident. The duck is blocking the dog from me, see? And, oh, this, this does nothing. Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike, we are back with another video on, yes, my 1988 Saab 900. We have one loud duck and a very quiet dog as well. Let me tell you what we're gonna do in today's video. We have got her running, which is fantastic. She runs good. I want to make sure that she stops. So with any luck from above today, this whole project will come to a screeching halt. That is a backbone to something. They got dragged in here and eaten. Please be dead. Please be dead. Please. Oh, I smashed his brain. Yeah, we got rain. Hunt for the second vehicle has taken us to... What are you gonna say?
It's just too much for me to screw out.
What do you think about this car, Mike?
Mikey likes.
You like it?
Mikey likes.
I'm in the car.
And when I say screeching halt, I mean the brakes are gonna work. Okay, you remember the test drive that Randy and I took in this thing, and we went on to some gravel and one of the brakes worked. 3 of them, I don't believe, work at all. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do some assessing of the situation first. So we're gonna get her up in the air, teach her how to fly, just like you. And we're going to remove the wheels and inspect the brakes. You wanna hang out here too? See, this is what's going on. The duck is blocking the dog from me, see? She gets jealous. He gets jealous. Everybody wants to be around me. I know, it's a problem I have with people as well. But I think somebody's gonna have to go because I can't work with you right there. I can't do it, okay? What we're gonna do, we have 2 jack stands. We have everything we need. We're gonna get her up into the air. We'll remove the tires and we're gonna assess the situation. Would you be quiet? Thank you. All right, this is my first time with this camera. I hope it's working. And I think this is the first time we're looking at brakes and rotors and everything behind these wheels. Can I tell you how much I love these tires? These Bridgestone Potenza, it's just an aggressive, gorgeous tire. These are old as the hills, so I need to get new ones, but I want to get new ones of the same time. Oh, okay. Come on. Well, that was easy. Let's see what she's working with here. Okay. We have nice brakes on the front. I can't see the backside. Let me bring you in here for a look. Okay, here we go. So, this is a little stiff. I'm gonna need some new brake lines. So we're gonna have to order brake lines. That was my CV boot. It's okay. There you go, can you see? Okay, enter. I can't really see back in there. What I wanna do is start the car and then hit the brakes, and you guys just tell me what happens, okay? So let me see if I can, we'll take off the other tire, and then we'll take a look at that situation too, and then we will start the car and hit the brakes. Okay, she's idling better now. Let me put her in gear. Let's just see what happens. Can you watch? That's great. That's really good. Okay. Oh. Ooh, that tells me the other side is not going in, is not stopping at all. All right, let's see if this side does anything. Okay, so what we've got here I have the brakes on. This is doing nothing. This caliper is frozen. That's not good. That is not good at all. So we know this one is bad. let's stop the car and then we will try the back brakes. Yikes. We have the brakes engaged and this, it's not really moving very much. Okay. So this kind of works. I did remove one lug nut before I realized I could check it before that. And oh, this this does nothing. This really does nothing. What if I really push on it? See, nothing. I'm pushing on the brake pedal by hand. Okay. So we have two calipers that aren't calipering correctly. This one and the front right. So, yikes. Okay. I think this one should be a little stiffer too. But now it seems to be holding pretty well. Okay, well, let's take a look at the brake lines. And then we'll order those, and then we'll try to free up the caliper. The investigation continues. Let me show you what's going on. I have removed the caliper, and the first thing people are going to say is just replace the caliper, it's frozen. Well, I've been able to get it to move a little bit, and then I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I'm not getting fluid down to the caliper, so I have removed this, and I've stepped on the brakes, and there's nothing coming out. There's literally nothing coming out. So somewhere between here and the brake master cylinder, I've got a clog. And that might even be true for the back brake as well. So let me try to investigate what's on the other side of this wall. I have sprayed it with all kinds of PB Blaster because I don't want to strip anything, and I certainly don't want to redo all of my brake lines. I've done that before, and that's a pain in the you-know-what, because you know how much fun Mike has when he does hydraulic lines. Yeah, it's just incredibly fun. So let me look under here, and then we'll see what's going on. All right, well, we've had a bit of an accident. Look at this. Wow. This thing is spurting all kinds of crap. Oh my goodness. This is bad. Oh, look at it. But at least there's fluid coming out. I think there's fluid coming out. Whoa, that thing just popped and exploded in my face. So that was, I think that's our problem. Now all the fluid is trying to come out. So somewhere between here, I'm sure it's just stuck. Just, ugh. Ugh. That was a good explosion, Mike. That was really cool. Ooh, it's hot too. Look at that. See? Burn, baby, burn. Well, let's see if I can get it off now. Since I don't have to worry about hurting the hose, since I've already hurt the hose. Let's see if this will come off, and I'm just gonna order all new brake hoses. I can't leave the car out because one, I have the sunroof cable. I haven't put the sunroof together yet. And the problem is we're supposed to have rain the next couple of days. So this could be really interesting. But that was fun. So I've learned heat and brake fluid don't mix. We have completed separation. So we have this, and I think I'm just gonna run to AutoZone. I'm sure they've got one. I mean, it's a 1988 Saab. How many of those are on the road these days? Yeah, this is gonna be fun to do. And I've tried to blow through this and you can't, it's completely clogged. So this I really think was our problem. Well, I got online and of course AutoZone did not have the brake hose that I need, okay? So this is what we're dealing with right here. I've taken all the parts off. I think once we get a new hose, this will extend because it certainly went back in. I don't think it's frozen, I hope not. And these pads are great. Look at that. Yeah, they're in perfect condition. So I have ordered one from O'Reilly, next day delivery. It's supposed to be here today sometime. I ordered it 10 minutes before the deadline. We'll see if it happens. I also ordered one on Amazon just to see, and just in case the one from O'Reilly's didn't show up. Worst case scenario, I have two hoses for the front brakes, which is great. I still got to find the right ones for the back. I can't find the little tiny ones. They're little bitty brake lines that I got to find right here. And I need to figure out why this shock is rubbing on this CV boot right here. Okay, if you know, let me know. All right, we're going to leave that attached because it just looks kind of cool. Anyway, we have the battery charging because I'm still having this very hard start issue, and I'll show you here in just a minute. Okay, and I wanted to make sure the battery was fully charged. So, see, she's good to go. So we can turn this off, and I can unplug this. We'll get rid of this, and I'm just going to show you guys what it's like to try to start this thing. And then someone left a comment for me, and I believe it's going to fix everything. All right, it has to do with the overboost on this thing. It's a little switch up under the dash. But listen to this, okay? This is what it usually takes for me to try to start this thing. It sounds like it doesn't even want to try, and then eventually, kaboom, it does. So, with a fully charged battery, yeah, doesn't that sound horrible? Listen to that thing. That is so bad. That's the starter. Okay, but it just doesn't want to do anything. It sounds like there's no gas going into the engine. Well, I had a viewer that sent me a message, and it's the overboost which lies here. It's a protection for the engine. So if the turbo overboosts, it stops gas flow. Okay. Well, that's if you're driving, you know, super hard. You're racing this thing. Nobody drives like that anymore, especially these old cars, and I certainly wouldn't. So I'm going to get under here, and I'm going to try to find the overboost switch. And if you jump the two wires going to it, you kind of bypass that, and then it's supposed to provide gasoline, and then it's going to start. So let's just see if the viewer is correct. So for the viewer who left me the tip, I hope you're right, because you're going to save me so much grief. And just so everyone knows, this is what you have to go through to get under your dash. Look at this. Yeah, to remove what is usually one little panel right here with two screws on a Mercedes and a clip back there, you have to take off the center console, okay? Before you can do that, you got to take off the piece that goes here, okay? After you take off the piece that goes here, you got to take off this big old piece right here, okay? Then it will slide out. So you get the center portion out. You got a screw here, screws everywhere. Then you get to go outside the car, and on each side there's a bolt. And I had to cut all of these wires free, okay? They're hanging by a zip tie right here, and that little bolt, see that hole right there? That's one of them, and there's one on the other side. There's two bolts that hold that on. That's the freaking bolt right there. So once you get that off, then you can kind of wiggle and waggle this thing off. Look at this. To get it out, that's what you have to do. This is unbelievable. This is like the craziest car ever. So we'll put this, oh my gosh, that's heavy, on the part that's gonna get repainted. And now we have access to everything under here. All of that to get to the little piece that's under here. Okay? And you can't even remove this without taking out your... Uh-oh, what's that going? What's this guy doing? He should be going into something. And that should be into something too. Huh. Okay, well, let's just do some exploring, and we'll see if I can find this doggone overboost switch that's supposed to be right around here. It's another day, and the rain is on the way, and as you can hear, Lola is outside as well. She's running amok. We have the duck cracking amok. What is she doing? Look at her. Look at her go. I don't know what's, I've lost control. Anyway, we have received our new brake hose, and we have purchased another water temperature sensor because I had another terrific subscriber tell me that could be one of the reasons it's hard to start. So we're gonna put this on first and get the brakes ready, and then I'm gonna fight it and try to get it started before the rain comes, because I don't want rain getting in on my new headliner. Okay, so we've got to get her parked. We'll try to get these things assembled very, very quickly. All I got to do is attach it, and then we'll bleed the system, put on the caliper and everything, and hopefully give her a start. Well, I think we're making progress. Okay, we've been able to get fluid down to the caliper, and as I was pushing right here, see my foot through the steering wheel right there, I heard it was like I blew a bunch of junk free or whatever. And I think right now I'm actually filling up the caliper with fluid. Okay, so I got to watch my level right here. Okay, .4, you're still good. Let's see what's going on down here. We have the caliper attached, everything is good. I've cleaned out the nipple right here. Okay, so I loosened this to make sure that I was getting fluid at least to here. Okay, I've got my little suckathon going on right here. And see how we've got fluid in there, so that's good. Okay, so I think we'll finish bleeding this, and then we're going to move on to the temperature sensor. I just want to get it all done before the rain moves in, okay? Yeah, so I don't want this to get too loose. See, nice and full. So let me give it a couple more pushes with my feet, and then I think we're going to be great. And then eventually we will change the hose on this side too. It just hasn't arrived yet from Amazon. So yes, O'Reilly, thank you so much. Next day service, not possible. It didn't happen. But I got it the day after, so Saturday. Ain't too shabby. Look at this wiring. I don't know where this goes. This was tucked way down in there. It used to be a yellow one and a brown one. I guess it's a ground and something else. I just can't see where it goes, but look what I've discovered. Look at this lusciousness. Look at those wires. Yeah, look at that. But this, and it goes into here. So I'm gonna have to take this apart and then redo these. This used to be red, and it looks like a white. I don't know well, here we go. Red and white, black, green and white, Whatever this thing is, what this thing goes to. This looks pretty serious. So we'll have to investigate this a little further. And it goes way down in there. Okay, well this is fantastic. I'm just so happy. I think this what goes into the door. Yep. This is what goes into the door. Wait, I don't want to get my watch all gross. Yeah. So this, well, it could be why this, I don't think this works. The mirror, I think the mirror does not work. So this, yeah, we're going to investigate this. New one, old one, loosened already. So that's where it lies right there. And you can see you've got some coolant dripping out. We're going to get this on very, very quickly. I don't want to lose all my very precious coolant. Oh, shoot. Yeah, look how old that is. Okay. And there's a new crush washer. It's a 19. And it just attaches just like that. And this is going to fix the starting issue, they say. Okay. It could. It really could. I really think it's the overboost pressure switch. But we'll just have to see. Give it a quick little turn. I don't want to do too much. And that's perfect. Okay. Now all we have to do is attach it, which is right here. the placement of this thing is just fantastic. There it is. Okay, one new coolant pressure temperature switch. There we go. As far as new wiring, did I show you this last night? Yeah, I stayed up into the darkness and I rewired this, which I think is going to make this work, because these wires go down through the door, I think. And so hopefully this will work now. We've avoided a fire, which is nice. So you know what that means. Time to give her a start. All right, we're still having some problems. Oh, now you want to start. Okay, here's one of the problems. When she first starts, she runs terrible. I mean, I don't know if the fuel injectors are clogged, probably so. Let's just let her kind of idle up a little bit. That's a weird sound. But at least she's idling fine now. So what I need to do, as the rain approaches, we're gonna see if the brakes work. Yeah, there's a leak in here somewhere. It's just so complicated. I gotta figure out where. Okay, so let's try the brakes. Let's put her in drive, and then we'll apply the brake and just see what happens. Okay, so you can see this one. Let me give you a better view. So this one is working. Now, is the other one stopped as well? We need to go find out. Okay, let me get my piece of wood and we'll just see. Okay. That's kind of close to the concrete. I'm not happy about that. Let's wood up. Hold on. Oh, I got way further to go. Here we go. Okay. This one is holding. Don't move. Please don't lunge at me. And this one is now holding. And as you can see, we have a little bit of wear on the pads. And the pads are attached. So we fixed it. Holy moly. We fixed it, Duck. We fixed it. Lola, are you happy? Yeah, you are. Look how jealous. Look at how jealous. Okay. So that's one thing we fixed. I did it. Yep, I did it. It's not good, but I'm gonna fess up. I did it. There are two little silver cylindrical looking things that are attached to some wires. And one is the overboost protection relay thing, and the other one is something else. I disconnected the wrong one. Up and even more hidden is the one that I needed to test. Okay, so let me kind of show you. Got my glasses going on here. I got the light for you guys, and this is me admitting, not every YouTuber does this. I admit my mistakes. Okay, others will just, correct it and not say anything about it. Look right there. There you go. Can you see the two brown and white wires? How hard it is to access that? That is the overboost protection system. And then down below, kind of back behind these wires right here, is the other thing. But see, I have two brown and white wires right up here. I'm sorry this is so terrible. But if I'm checking for continuity, see, I've got my two brown and white wires pulled over there. And if I go into this one, you're going to hear a little beep. Okay? Here. There you go. So these two wires are those two wires. Nothing is connected, okay? I think that's one of the problems, because you're supposed to, connect the two. It's been unconnected, so this car hasn't had that, and it's just caused some problems. If I connect those two brown and white wires, I should be bypassing the overboost, okay? And I need to figure out, because that yellow and red one, I think it's what attaches all the way over here. So whatever that is, isn't attached. I got to dig in the wires and see. So if someone is good with these cars, let me know. Send me a private message or whatever. But as you can see, the yellow and the red wire, they're kind of pointing towards the door. That's not connected to anything, and it's connected to whatever this thing is over here. And the other wire is a black one. It's right there. Okay, so let me connect the two brown and whites, and then we'll look for a red and yellow back in there somewhere, and then we'll try to give it a start. Well, I would say that was an easier start. I mean, the engine is warm. Oh, can you hear the turbo now? Oh. Listen, one more time. I think I like what's happening here. I could listen to her idle now if he would be quiet. Quiet. See, Lola lets me do it. Lola lets me do it. You can let me cut your beak? Let me cut your beak? Now she thinks I'm flirting. Lola, no, you got to get down. All right, well, I think that's a huge win, folks. We still have the parking brake. We're missing a huge piece for the parking brake. It lies right down here. I just don't have it, and I can't find it on eBay. It's what holds this to the cable that runs below. But she's running so much better. Oh, that's great. That is great. That means we get to reassemble the dash. I am going to look for vacuum leaks. That's plugged. No, it's not. So whatever the, well, okay, now we're finding whatever this goes to. Huh. Interesting. I think I should have another hose attached right there. Yeah, we will kind of search around under here for some leaks. But that's going to be a whole nother video. Because that goes from here. Yeah, I think that should plug into something. Anyway, I think that's going to do it. Well, what do you think about my video skills now? This is a whole new camera, so I am so appreciative for the person who was the provider of the camera, which is really, really nice. I really, really appreciate that. You know who it is, and Randy at Auto Auction Rebuilds. Anyway, he gave me his old camera. I love it. It's working great. I love it. If the sound works, I've done the whole video, and I haven't even checked the files to see if the sound was recording. I think it is. I hope so. But anyway, this has been such an epic journey in this video, and I'm loving the way it sounds. I know that it's going to stop when I take it on the road, and yes, we're going to take the animals. Well, maybe we'll put both of them in. You want to see a video with both the dog and the duck? That'd be mayhem. Mayhem in my Saab. Okay, we still have to work on this right here, which is my sunroof. I've got the new cables that run all the way to the back down there to the motor, so that's going to be a video. And we will do another video on the vacuum system. And I got a product that we're going to try as well as we sort through and find all of the leaks. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. We're back with another video very, very soon. Have a fantastic day. I'm getting ready for the rain, which means I'm going to sit inside and edit some videos. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.